What's up guys, Shinzo here. So today I'm painting Kid Goku in a Spurs uniform, and I'll be using a combination of spray paint, some acrylic paints, and some uni-posca paint markers. So I just kind of freestyled the background with some spray paint. Then I used a plastic bag while the paint was still wet to add some texture. And then I just dripped and splashed some paint over the top to make the piece a little bit more dynamic and interesting. As you can see, I'll be using my tried and true stenciling technique to paint the background first, and also to lay down kind of a silhouette for the subject image, which I'll be painting in a little bit later. So I use the uni-posca paint markers to get everything all lined up, and I also use them to lay in my first layer of color. After that, I went in with some acrylic paint to add a few layers of shading as well as a little bit of highlights. And once again, I went ahead and used my stenciling technique to add a moon behind Goku's head and 3 Dragon Balls in the background. These stencils are homemade. I just folded up the edges and used some masking tape to keep it all together, and this helps prevent overspray. And once the spray paint was all dry, I took the piece back up to the studio to add some finishing detail to Goku and to start on the flying Nimbus. used a white uni-posca paint marker to help brighten things up in the flying Nimbus, as things were looking kind of muddy after the first few coats of yellow. So I used a white uni-posca paint marker, and then I went back over with some yellow. Then I started to deepen the shadows with darker browns. I worked back and forth between dark and light values, and after quite a few layers it finally started to look like a flying Nimbus. Then I realized that the Dragon Balls were a little bit too dark, so I added a little bit of yellow to the center and blended it in just to brighten them up a bit. After that, I turned my attention to the background, where I added some clouds and just a little bit of color to add a layer of depth and dimension to the piece and to make it a little bit more dynamic. I used another homemade stencil to add some lettering to this piece to personalize it for the customer. Well, that should do it for this piece, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you found it informative. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and as always, feel free to subscribe and share, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.